G'day friends, welcome to today's YouTube video. My name is James, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, hello, welcome. We're here for another one of my art journaling videos where I've just been going wild with the mixed media that's sat all around my desk at present. I've done this video, now I'm on to this video. It wasn't supposed to be a little series or anything, but here we are anyway. And I've got no more pages in this journal. It is chock-a-block full. There are obviously little gaps and spaces, but I figured this was kind of the only other place to work. So it's gonna go Pride of Place as the first page in my journal. This is a, it's the, not a cover page, end leaf, end paper. It's an end paper. So it's not the same as the rest of the watercolor paper in the journal. However, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna go wild with it anyway. We don't need to worry. Let's get this pencil because it's right here. I'm giving this very unbothered Matisse face a good go. It's going to be a little painterly, I guess. So, and not really as abstract as we were going before. I'm not really going for likeness. That's not a challenge I'm up for right now. But we will stylize it a touch and keep it mostly true to what we're seeing. Just an interpretation of it. Let's call it that. Kind of zoomed in there a little bit. Got that hair up here. This was the Selena look that we did at Matisse's shoot, which I thought was really fun. I don't think I ever really draw hair like this, so jury's out on whether I'll keep it like that or not. It's nice, comes down that way. There's this big kind of barrel of curls in there, and curls out. Center of the face, right there. Lips. Nose, eye. Okay, let's switch colors. I'm gonna go with the pink now. Just lining in neon, why not? I'm gonna start with the nose, because it's central to the face. I'm just saying that, there's no real reason. I just started with it. There's that here. Put that little shadow in first. That cupid bow is very defined. All of it. Dips down. We've got the inside lines for the mouth. Those are also very defined and very curled. Little corners of the mouth there. That lip dips down, flattens out along the edge. That's great, and a bit of shadow underneath. And then technically there is a pinky finger that goes right there and then crosses into the palm of the hand. Keep all of that pretty loose and abstract. That nose contour really sharpens out through the center. Bring that up into the brow. That brow is quite angular. Eyes. Matisse's eyes are so pretty. Got a really long, quite thin eye. Really extended tail. So I'll put an extra wing out to the side there. It's probably not going to be in pink by the time we're done, but it's all lined in. Lashes everywhere. There's a good set on the bottom too. The pupil, we'll just fill that whole pupil in because we're doing mixed media. We can always bring a highlight back if we want to, but there are no highlights in this as well. And I've been drawing eyes without highlights lately and I've kind of liked it, so I might be going through a phase. There's a lid crease. That eyebrow on there as well, and then this bang. Sweep that hair across. Cheekbone comes out from the eye, will slightly dip in towards the nose and then round out under the chin. might square that up a touch. Collarbone down there. Ear kind of comes from the middle of that cheek area. And she has these massive hoops on. So I'm keeping it pretty same. That hair swoops over the back, just there. It's all pretty uniform on top. It's just heavier on this side. There we go. Now without shadows or anything, it can look a bit like a caricature. Just a non-offensive caricature. Even with the shadows, really. But so I want to do something to it that makes it a lot more mixed media-y and a lot more kind of, I don't know, artistic. So I think I'm just going to grab... Part of me wants to use markers, but then a big part of me also doesn't. Let's do it with crayons. Let's do it with these aquarels. I think I'm just going to color in the shadow areas with purple. I might color it all in with the crayons and then maybe blend it with the white crayon. See what happens. It's going to be a bit experimental, I guess. And I won't smudge the whole thing together. I'll be a bit more reserved and just kind of blend area by area. Just put it all in there, see what happens. So there is some shadow. Put it down here in the hand as well. That whole kind of neck area we can put in shadow. Top of the forearm. Great. The lips are red, so I'm just going to color those in straight up. There's no highlight on the top lip, so I'm going to leave that fully colored, but there's a touch of a highlight bar in the bottom lip, so I'll leave it open in the middle a bit. This actually feels like putting on lipstick. It's so smudgy, waxy. I'm going to put orange on the cheeks because I feel like it'll blend together as a nicer color than pink. And I'll put it up here as well. I guess I'm just putting it into a highlight area. And then I put a bit of pink in there as well. Just on the outside. I've never done this before, what I'm doing, so I don't really know if it's gonna work. I feel like I've seen people do it, so it should work. There's no reason it shouldn't, but you know what art's like. It's all fun and games until you try something you've never tried before on camera. I'm using this sandy color as kind of the mid-tone to put everything together. I'm trying not to go too close to the other colors just yet, because I'll use the white to blend them all together. And then we'll see what happens from there. I think I might want to put some brown into the skin as well, just to make it a bit richer than this color. Put it in the eyebrows. The inside of the eyes, down there in the cheekbone, and in that shadow up there. I guess I could do the hair in brown. That makes sense to me. I kind of like it just as the crayon. My curiosity is getting the better of me and it wants me to smudge it with the white, but I do like just the crayon look. Okay. Put some in the bottom of that eye as well, just to cut that eye off. Make it more alluring. leave that hoop out. I'm going to try and scribble in the direction that this hair flows, rather than from side to side. There we go, she's got lots of hair on there. Do I have a black? There. I really like it as it is, but I also really want to know what it looks like all smudged. What am I going to do? Put some of that yellow in there. And then the background is grey, which I guess I could just do in watercolor. Okay, let me just grab this crayon and smudge it a little bit on the hands. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, I mean, it just gives us the blend. So I guess I can just blend certain areas maybe, see what that looks like. Specifically the eyes. Maybe I want to try the eyes. I'm not trying to scrub the colors into each other, I'm just trying to pull them together where they meet. So there should technically still be some crayon texture when we're finished, but everything else should look smudged. And like there's a mixture of pastel versions of that color. I mean, I'm committed to it now, so sorry to everyone screaming at the screen to not smudge it. I'm really in it now. I could always go back over the top with some colors if I wanted to punch them out a little bit more, because they are kind of, they're getting a lot more dull, aren't they? I like that you can see it blending though. I would usually think just to blend them with water since they're water activated, but smudging just gives a different effect. And it's also a lot more controlled, even though I'm doing it a little bit like a maniac. My whole body is literally wiggling as I'm doing this. I need to go to the gym, I need to tone up. Do you know what, maybe I should try some pan pastels, because I do like this feeling of smudging. I've never used pan pastels before. Maybe I'll look for a small set. I've just never really liked pastels. But these I considered like an oil, not an oil, like a watercolor. Oh, oil pastels, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The pan pastels are the powdery ones. They look really fun. I feel like I'd get annoyed having to switch the blending tool out all the time and like get a clean one. Maybe I want oil pastels. And I'll just have a journal dedicated to that, so I don't really care if it gets smudged everywhere. Because I feel like they'd be a nightmare in a regular journal. Although this journal I kind of treat like that, and it doesn't really bother me. Isn't it funny how we have different ideas for different journals? About what they're good for and what they're not good for, and we literally treat them differently. I'm gonna go left-handed. We literally treat them differently based on those little ideas we have about them. It's giving 80s. Lots of 80s vibes. Do you know what? I am curious now to see just a little bit of watercolor blending. Maybe I should do it with a water brush. because it's giving 80s, it's giving me a bit of Xanadu as well, which I love. The trouble with the water is now I'm getting those really non-complementary mixes. And it does make the color a little bit more vibrant. I don't know, sometimes I just get the urge just to run over everything with a paintbrush. You could always separate different sections, like the face you blend out and smudge, and then the hair you do water activated. Then they'd have different textures and they might separate better. Because this hair, I think I like the bottom part of this hair better than where it's smudged with the white, which just kind of looks grayed out. I wonder, just a bit of water on the lips. Okay. I feel like we could do a bit of a better job blending that under there. I just wanted to pull a bit of that grey into the background, but yeah, this is not watercolor paper, so it's not going to do what we really want it to do. So I'll just lift it a little bit and then I'll let it go. There we go, that's as far as I'm going to get it, I think. Let's try it. I mean, I like it. I think it's just, I think it was just a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be. Well, I'm trying to fight my brain that says, it looks great, stop there. I just want to add a little bit of black. I just need to accentuate these eyes. That's better for me. Just a few lashes out there. That inner corner is probably important too. That looks great. I'm liking this. Just want to put that inner mouth line on as well. Maybe I should do it in brown. It's a little less offensive. I wonder if I have a white Sharpie Posca paint marker here. This will do well for some highlights. Put that nose highlight on and just smudge it upwards. Ooh, I just pulled the whole tip out. Got that one in the lip. Pardon me, my voice is going. It's at the right time, we're almost finished. Just blend that one out on the other side of the iris. Usually the outside of the eye gets a little lost with all that extra eyeliner. Let's pop a bit up in that brow bone. Smudge that in and down. Especially when my eyebrows go into the hair. And then just a touch on the hoops, just so they don't get lost in there. Put some on the top of the finger as well. Top of the shoulder. Oh, if I line everything now, it's going to be really 80s, so I should probably stop. Okay, I do really like that though. I think that looks great. I'm happy with that. I might just want to put a little bit more orange into the cheek. I think I'll just add some of those original colors back in. So the purple, the pink, and the orange. There you go. Just wanted a bit more vibrant. I think that's what I was looking for. And there, I can call it a day. Oh, I've had a really good time doing all of these Matisse art journaling pages. I hope you have enjoyed this set of videos. Go check out Steve's Instagram just to see if he's uploaded any more photos. You're always welcome to use his photography as drawing references. If I haven't told you that before, just hear it from me there. He is very flattered. Just tag him in it so he can see what you do. I think that's all that he likes. Sorry, not all that he likes, all that he asks is that he'd like to see it. So go enjoy that, and I will get you some close-up footage of this illustration. Take some photos so I can post it on Instagram when it's ready. And yeah, I'll probably be in Australia when you're seeing this, or maybe I'll just be back, who knows. I haven't scheduled any of these yet, but my hands are all nice and messy. I have to go and get myself cleaned up for an overnight rehearsal, but I will see you again another time soon. Until then, have fun, bye.
When I'm feeling weak, you're my energy. And when I'm all alone, you keep me company. To my darkness, you're a shining light. You're the reason I'm not scared at night. 'Cause of you